on in Detroit. All right, Chris Braswell, nice way to start.
He's an edge rusher too, so we've got a mixture of off-the-ball linebackers and then some edge rushers in this linebacker group. He was definitely rushing the quarterback off the edge there at Alabama.
4.6 flat is our first time of the third group of defenders to finish up our first day here at the Combine. Here is Aaron Casey from
Indiana.
Bloomington.
And he is he's an off-the-ball linebacker with a ton of production. Over 100 tackles, bunch of sacks, 6.5 sacks this year.
It's technically from the state of Georgia, but I mean, collegiate Bloomington.
Yeah.
Aaron Casey. And then comes your guy, Edrin Cooper.
They use him to spy a lot. Did a nice job against your Wolverines spying JJ in that one. He ran 4.8. Let's give you the times here, Rich, for the off-the-ball guys real quick. 4.62 is the average of the top 10 tacklers in the league this last year. That's the number that you're shooting for here, 4.62.
There's a linebacker of note for sure. And now one of the key members of the front office of your NFC North champion Detroit Lions. Good to see Chris Spielman.
Strong flannel look there too. I dig it.
Yeah.
Now this dude can roll. To me, he's the best off-the-ball linebacker in this class.
There he goes. Edrin Cooper, the 4.52. Yeah.
You see that on tape. We showed the video against Alabama. I mean, he's very twitched up and very, very athletic.
It's Kalen DeLoach now. There's Chris Ballard. It's not a cross. That's normally the Colts are right next door to us. Is that right next door to us? There you are, Chris. Is Chris working on a mullet? What's going on here?
It's almost baseball season. I like it.
It's party in the back.
There's Kalen DeLoach. He had 7 sacks this year.
Goes.
They'll use him to cover linebackers or cover tight ends.
Wow,
and you can see it there. He's athletic.
Yeah.
They use him to spy. They do a lot of cool things with him there at Florida State.
Oh, so he is right next door to us.
Yeah, he's going back shelf on us back there, though.
I've reached the standing portion of our day. Jack Andrade wave. There he is.
That's the brains right there.
Puma, you wave too, please. There you go. He runs a tight ship, as Prime always would say. Here's Khalid Duke. Northwestern. 4.8 flat.
Yeah, he plays off the edge. So, again, you got a nice mixture here of off-the-ball linebackers and edge defenders.
Pardon me, Kansas State. My bad. Here comes Easton Gibbs.
How he's not a baseball player is a shame, by the way. That's a baseball name. That's a great baseball name.
Oh, he's going to he's going to double the number of Eastons in the NFL, it seems.
The Easton Stick is the best baseball name.
4.74.
He got a ton of production, 109 tackles. 232 pounds. There's a good player right here in Cedric Gray. CD Cedric Gray's a good player, man. Charles, you got me. I know I'm a Cedric Gray guy. I think you like him as well.
Yeah, you remember you had to keep me from jumping out of the booth at one point because the PA announcer on Senior Bowl Saturday during the game, I think he strained a vocal cord saying tackled by Cedric Gray that day. That's what I like about him. I mean, he is one of those guys off the ball, see ball, find ball, tackle person with it. I told you before, he reminds me of Zach Brown in terms of production. I'm not sure he's he's definitely not the athlete in terms of straight ahead speed as Zach Brown. He could flat out fly.
Yeah, that's 6.014, so 6'1.5", 234 pounds. Just ran a 4.66, which is a great time. You see that range though that you're talking about on tape. He can really get sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
Curtis Jacobs here. I don't think they allow you to get into. Can you get into Penn State if you run over 4.6? Are you even allowed into the university?
There's Antonio Pierce again. Thanks, Coach, for acknowledging that you're on camera. Las Vegas Raiders. What a great fun week that was for the Super Bowl, man. I'm telling you, that town, if there's a rotation, it should be in it for the Super Bowl. That was amazing. Tyrese Knight of UTEP.
So he's moving pretty good. Yeah, 4.66. I was there for that Thursday night game calling it for the Chargers against the Raiders, and I thought Antonio Pierce got himself the job by halftime.
Well, I mean, he definitely put his name further forward. I think Christmas Day winning in
Kansas City
kind of sealed the deal. Well, what sealed the deal was Max Crosby saying, he comes or I go. You know?
That helps.
That definitely helps.
This dude should roll here. I tell you at Notre Dame how fast he is, high energy, the nicest kid in the world off the field, and kind of changes his personality when he gets on the field. He's going to be a great special teams player at the next level as well.
There's Leofow. Notre Dame. Off he goes. 4.66.
Wow, that's a good run. Edgerrin Cooper's still best in show so far. I wonder if he'd probably run again, right? Try and get in the 4.4s. I mean, you're right there. You're on the doorstep at 4.52.
Right.
I'm curious on this one because I liked his tape a lot. Couldn't get as much support from talking to some people around the league, but man, he got hurt, so he missed some time. But man, this is I thought he had some real snap to him when you watched him, especially as a blitzer.
Jordan McGee.
He can close.
It's from Temple Owl.
He looks like he's rolling.
4.55. That's a 2023 teammate of Elijah Warner right there.
That's right. Kurt's son had a great year.
Hey, make sure you go.
Came very close to edging out Edgerrin Cooper. Here's Darren Sproles. He's with the Eagles today. I saw him having breakfast with Deuce Staley today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Two good ones.
There's a lot of great people watching at the Combine.
Just up and down the hallways here.
Darius Muasau of UCLA.
Transfer from Hawaii. He's a really good blitzer. You see him direct traffic when you're watching the tape there. He's coordinating everything at the second level of that defense. 4 sacks. Right, a great scheme there. And how about that? Danton Lynn, the DC at UCLA, he goes across town to USC.
That's right. 4.72. Again, Edgerrin Cooper ran a 4.52 moments ago. The time to beat overall on the day is Chop Robinson with a 4.48 official time when the edge rushers went out in Group 2. This is Group 3, the final group of day 1. And now we stick with the Bruins as Dallas Turner goes on deck. Here's Gabriel Murphy.
He's got his twin there at UCLA. CD, when I watched him, man, he's got a nice little Euro step that he uses, a little basketball move coming off the edge, racking up 8 sacks. He's fun to watch on the opposite side of Latu.
Yeah, and that Euro step gaining extra popularity, watching Myles Garrett before snaps do his crossovers. And now you're seeing more and more people trying to incorporate that. I talked to a player this week, and I said, what's your favorite move? He said, Euro step with a chop.
Nice. And if you would have said that 15 years ago, they would have looked at you like you had 3 heads. And what the heck is that?
Yeah, it's kind of like taking the ball to the hoop with one hand, which is standard now. Remember back then, if you didn't have 2 hands on it, you got benched.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give Muma Jongmada the high hat. But now here comes Dallas Turner as Brian Daboll looks on.
usually the jumps correlate to the 40. And when you jump over 40 inches, means you can roll. They said at Alabama he was all business. He came in as a freshman and started his 5th string. A lot of guys get in there and they kind of cruise in that first year. He just stayed after it, stayed after extra and practice. Some guys got hurt. He found his way onto the field, and the rest is history.
Number 11 player on Daniel Jeremiah's top 50, off and running at the combine.
That is smooth.
4.47.
Oh.
We have a new clubhouse leader, not just for this group, but on this day.
Whoa.
4.
He's weaving.
4,
He's almost outside the line. He just ripped off a 4.47.
He almost went full Bob Lee there. Stacy?
Well, he should be pretty happy with that. He told me this week, Dallas Turner, he wanted a 4.4, so he's pretty close. He wanted a big vert, 40.5 on the vertical. And what he wanted to show off today is athleticism and explosiveness. Great start.
Here's Adafuan Ulofoshio.
I mean, that's a great time. He just followed the wrong dude.
4.5, that's right. You don't want to be the man after the man, right? And there's Dallas Turner again.
He just was effortless.
And we had a camera on Arizona General Manager Monty Ossenfort.
Monty, he got caught. That is great.
Yeah, got the chills, it seems. That's the reaction. His 40.5 vertical leap. He's the first player to jump over 40 inches at this combine. The last linebacker from Alabama to have a vertical jump as close to that.
So when you watch an edge rusher who's productive on tape, running the 4.4s, and you're 30th in sacks, and you're in last and third down defense, you get that reaction, and you hold the 4th pick.
Nice, interesting. Point that out. 4.52.
That is a great time.
Wallace. But that 40.5 vertical jump by Dallas Turner supplanted the previous best of the last 20 combines of any Alabama linebacker of 39 inches, jumped in 2006 by the current head coach of the Houston
Ryans.
Texans.
How about that?
I don't know. Is D'Amico in the building? We can have a shot at him. So he just lost his Alabama Vertex lead. Yeah. All right. So we're seeing some terrific 40s from the back end of this group here.
I mean, again, the number, Rich, the aiming point is 4.62.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of guys going underneath that. Here's Bookie Watson.
Mississippi State. .464.
CD, he's a unique player.
Is absolutely, DJ, and I know when you watch him on tape, you see the absolute production that he put out there at Mississippi State, led the SEC in tackles and tied for the lead in sacks. And Trevin Wallace from Kentucky. So many people remember when Jamin Davis came out, and it was highly touted. There's a lot I like about this Trevin Wallace. I really think that he's got a chance to be a good player.
We could get a 4.4 here as well.
Number 47 on Daniel Jeremiah's top 50, Peyton Wilson gets whistled.
Yeah, we showed his highlights in close. I mean, he eats up ground. He can fly.
A little longer, okay? Yeah, you're in that wild tight stance. I know it's tough, but you got to hold a little bit longer.
Remember, DJ said the only thing he can't do is hit his brother's fastball.
That's right, his brother Bryce, pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers. A wrestling champ, man. I tell you what, linebackers with wrestling background that can run like this kid can run are very popular in draft rooms.
Malcolm Rodriguez, Detroit. Can't run like this, though.
Ray Lewis was a great wrestler.
Peyton Wilson.
He got out. He just got out, Rich.
4.44, the full Moses Malone.
Yeah, 1.55.10. He got out the gates.
Wow. The first of the group, Chris Braswell, ran a 4.6 his first one. The second, a little slower.
He's an edge rusher, so in a group with a lot of off-the-ball linebackers, the edge rusher, that's a great time.
Aaron Casey, 4-8 flat, run 1.
Yeah, he looked faster on that one, too.
And he was. All righty. Here's Edrin Cooper.
Man, he's rolling.
His 4.52 got bested twice. And he'll stick with the 4.52.
Those are great times.
Here's
Look at all these guys.
Loach again. 4.47. Woo! All right, so run 2 is better. Here is Kansas State's Khalid Duke. He runs a 4.840.
That's who he is.
All right. There is the reigning coach of the year. What a season. I think Jack, NFL Network research, is he the first coach that had to start 19 million quarterbacks in one regular season? Is that, can you confirm? He says that sounds right. Which you want accuracy from your researcher, but he says it sounds right.
The most important of which he had to pluck off the couch.
Oh my God. And he won comeback player of the year.
Unbelievable.
Easton Gibbs, he runs a 4.7, 4.40.
It's the match there.
So these are unofficial times here. Peyton Wilson, 4.44.
That's awesome. 4.62 being the target, and we've got 9 guys who went underneath it. And Cedric Gray's right there. See if he can.
What do you like about
range.
him? You've said multiple times.
Oh, he's somebody that's got really good instincts, can play downhill. He's got range. He did a nice job. He'll dip underneath blocks and just kind of slip off blocks and make plays. Running backs against him in the hole is a big time mismatch.
You're on again, Mike. Yep, you're on again. He was trying to say that he's on the phone with that. Oh yeah, sorry, bud. I know. The camera loves him. And State's Curtis Jacobs. Linebacker U, as it was known way back in the day.
He's an off the ball linebacker. He's got so much speed, he can run around some blocks. I thought in coverage, just want to see him be a little more dialed in. He's athletic as all get out. I thought there was times he got a little bit lost, but he's got the speed to recover.
He's got the speed here too. Another sub 4.6 40.
I think if you went with the headband, it would make you faster.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, let's just be honest here. My speed is not affected because of what's going on from the eyebrows up, okay? I don't think it would change a thing. But I appreciate the help.
Tyrese Knight.
4.63.
140 tackles, 4.5 sacks. They move him around. You see him really close on crossers. Big time play speed. Just wasn't a great take on guy, but it does because he used his speed and athleticism to get himself around blocks instead of taking them on.
Nice shoes.
Yeah, those are great shoes.
Yes, golden footers. Leah foul.
34-inch arms. He's got long arms. Looks like he's moving.
Marist goes a little lower for Leafo. Okay, making our way towards the end of our first 40s of our first day here in Indy. And we'll get the on-field drills, where we'll see them go through a lot of what we've just already seen, and then the conversion drills to see how they deal with throwing the ball. First time we'll see some throwing quarterbacks.
This is one of my guys here, Rich. I like the way this kid plays. Look at those arms. I wouldn't mind having those either. Jeez.
Jordan McGee.
Single digits at Temple. Those are for the toughest kids on the team. You earned that one. Stick with that first number.
Charles?
Yeah, that started with Matt Rule, didn't it, DJ?
That's right.
Getting things going there with that. But you guys having that discussion, and DJ, you mentioned about linebackers nowadays, not nowadays, but the guys we're talking about, able to slip blocks, make plays, all those things. Remember Derek Johnson at Texas?
He got crucified for that coming through the draft process.
Coming in the draft,
Yeah.
they were saying he never took on a block. He slipped everything, made it. And as his career evolved and he got bigger and stronger, you remember he turned into he went from a slip blocks outside linebacker, get to the quarterback, to an inside linebacker thumper for Kansas City before his career was over.
I mean, even, Fred Warner was ultra athletic coming out of college, and then
Nickel safety.
He got stronger and more physical, and now nobody wants to block that dude.
No, they just kind of leave him alone.
LaSalle with a 4.72 and now a 4.7 flat.
We've seen faster times, but I still think Fisk hitting the finish line with an "oh yeah" is my favorite.
Yeah. The Kool-Aid, right? Didn't everything
Kool-Aid
sing
That's
Man.
right.
through the
Yes,
wall?
yes. Great
Oh,
pull.
yeah.
That's a great pull. That's a great pull.
Got to burst through the wall, Rich.
Yeah. Fisk did. Sure did. And a lot of people will be drinking the Kool-Aid on him, that's for sure.
Nicely done.
Listen.
And we get Kool-Aid tomorrow.
McKinstry. Nice. Look at us.
I'll tell you what. There's
Gabriel Murphy.
4.68. Again, he's on the opposite side of Latu. He is a good player. He's going to be one of those guys. This is a conversation, CD, I have with people every year when they go, I'll tell you what, he's going to be a great fourth-round pick for me. I can't wait to get him in the fourth round. I go, well, if everybody in the league thinks you get him in the fourth round, you can get him in the fourth round. You better,
You
take
better
him in
jump
the
it
third.
up.
Here's Muma Jungmeta from Wisconsin.
Your toe can't be on that black line.
Being told to
Thank you.
line his feet up differently. And so he complies. There he goes. All right,
little better.
time. Here's Dallas Turner. Is he going to run again or rest on his superb first time? It looks like
I think he might have run his last 40 of his life.
going to tap out on that, understandably. And now it's Ulofoshio. Gotta wonder if Peyton Wilson will do it too. Just 4.44. Mic drop it and be done.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Enough. Shout out here when you grew up in Anchorage, Alaska, and transferred to Bishop Gorman High School there in Nevada. Mark Schlereth could have another one joining the club here.
I met him yesterday. He couldn't have been funnier.
He was a
You
walk-on.
walked on, yeah.
Walk-on, earned
Walked
everything.
on.
Pretty awesome. He's got a great name too. When his name translates means not afraid of war. That's what I want in my linebackers. That's a great definition.
Kentucky's Trevin Wallace.
He was rolling, man. He's on the cusp of getting in the 4.4s.
4.52.
He cut a little weight. He's 237 here. He was at the Senior Bowl. He was a little bit heavier. He was 244. And that was a good move because he's rolling. He's moving again there. I mean, those are two great times.
I'm looking down there, and Peyton Wilson is lingering.
He's going to go one more.
Doesn't it
Maybe,
look
maybe
like
he
he's
wants
ready?
to get to the 4.3s. Maybe he's got his sights set on that.
I don't think he's going to just end it.
I'm trying to think of linebackers I've seen run 4.3. Shazier, I think, ran in the 4.3s.
There he is. That
Back
looks
in
like a
the
man
day.
who's ready to run again. Bookie Watson. He's taking his time here. .466. Nice time. Yeah.
That's
All right,
great.
Peyton Wilson. All right, we see you running 4.44 and saying, I think I can do better. All right. I like it. We can't have a guy say we're done as our last run.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. He's staying in it.
Okay.
He almost looks like if John C. Riley got in a time machine and lived in a weight room.
A little shake and bake for Peyton Wilson. Goes. Look at him run. All right, but we appreciate the moxie here.
Nicely done.
And with a fro too, right?
I love it.